So I mean, we talked about it last few days. You know, we haven't played, and this is our longest break of the year. I think we've been off for 10 days. But you know, at this point in the year, there's always stuff to improve. But the most important thing is that you're able to come to practice tomorrow, because that's, you know, there's two options, right? You win in advance or you lose, and you're going to collect the stuff. So we'll take it. You know, I think we were a little rusty. We had some good spurts. There's always stuff to clean up. I thought we came out with some good energy, but we didn't really execute that into points right away. But we started to wear them down, and I thought, I don't know, the first 2 minutes of the second half kind of, if there was any chance of a situation transpiring, I think we put that to rest in the first 2 or 3 minutes of the second half.
Your defense was consistent all night long.
Yeah, we had, you know, I think some of our trapping, they were doing a pretty good job at. Our rotations were not great. So we just kind of got out of it and just went basic man-to-man. And, you know, the constant ball pressure, I think, was important. You know, important, because I just think kind of pushed them away from the basket, forced them to take challenge shots. And, you know, and we eventually, Juliana hit some big threes there in the second quarter, kind of opened it up a little bit, and then we hit a couple more to begin the third quarter, which I think opened up the inside. And early on, Charlie coming in off the bench, I think she gave us 10 straight points.
Yeah.
You know, just her energy and her presence in and around the foul line and the paint was significant.
Is this her first time making a playoff run?
Yes. Yeah. This is her first year here. She's in 8th grade, so yeah, that was her first playoff game.
And how much did you know about the opponent tonight, and what were your expectations and thoughts on how you executed?
So you know, their league is extremely strong. There's a ton of teams from their league in our bracket. A lot of them are seated fairly high. A couple of them are ahead of us. So I know that they have a few more losses than maybe they should, but they're playing really good teams, as we do all year. And you know, I know that they coach a little bit. He's the girls soccer coach, and they have a tremendous girls soccer program. So I knew they were going to, you know, they have some athletes. I think we did, you know, at some point the basketball talent takes over, and I think that's what happened tonight. So.
You know, your team this year, Jeff, you've had a handful of losses, but yet here you are poised, ready to go back at the tournament. How do you feel your team's come together this year? In other words, playing together, selecting who plays, all of that.
Yeah.
How does that come together?
That's still like it's a work in progress. So one thing, like I said day one, we're never going to say we lost or we did this or we didn't do that because we're young. We did lose a lot, but a lot of these kids are seasoned basketball players, even if they're freshmen or sophomores. They've been in the program, or they've played at a high level of travel or AAU basketball. So the expectations are always the same here, no matter what we put on the court. We do, we're 18-6. But I feel like the games, even some of the wins, but the majority of the losses, we learned stuff from, and we continue to learn. But the challenge really is, for them and for the coaching staff, is what's going to happen on a daily basis. Because, with younger kids, the older you get, the more consistent you get, whether it's consistently good or consistently average or consistently bad. But, with younger kids, 7th, 8th, 9th graders, 10th, it can be peaks and valleys. So that's a little bit of a challenge, but nobody feels bad for us. We have plenty of kids that can play.
What can you say about your next matchup? I know you're waiting on a score, but
so it's we're going to be able to play at home again. So I think that's significant. We're either going to be playing someone from our league, which I think is the best league in the state, or we're going to be playing a league champion with 20+ wins. So it's not going to be easy, no matter what. We're down to 16 teams now. So. Usually the preliminary of the first round, the higher seeded team would win. Now you're down to 16 teams left. Everyone's going to be good. Being able to practice a few more days and playing in our own building, certainly a little bit of an advantage, but we're going to have to beat a good team no matter who it is.
The last question is just about Bella, and we know what she can do on offense, but she gives so much effort on the defensive end. Just your thoughts on that?
I think that was, you had alluded to the defense. Their ball handler at 25 was kind of a forward type player, but she handled the ball pretty well. And I think their offense kind of went stagnant when Bella started defending her, because she's just so quick and she's long and she plays right in your face, and so I think that made it difficult. And then all the other stuff that she's able to do, the 3-point game is something that she's really developed over this year. But she attacks the hoop, and when the ball goes up, you guys saw it. You see all these hands, and then you see two go up above everybody else's and come down with the ball. So she's in the right spot almost all the time, but she understands her importance to us at both ends of the floor. She didn't come out of once she came out of the game, she never went back in, but I think she played the first 21, 22 straight minutes without much of a problem.
Yeah.